Another day, another mess about Jada and Will Smith. At this point, nothing really shocks us anymore because Miss Jada has been very consistent with spilling their private business. Honestly, you know what would really shock me? The day they decide to get a divorce. But anyways, let's just get into today's mess. So new details are starting to emerge, which just shows that Will ain't the saint that all thought he was. Allegedly, he has had multiple affairs with different married women over the course of their marriage. Jada is also bringing receipts to reveal Will's affairs, and he is not the victim that we thought he was. Y'all, so it looks like Jada Pinkett Smith is sick and tired of the internet playing her out to be the villain in her love story, or should I say her marriage story. Now, for the past couple of years, Jada has been accused of being the bad guy who is always emasculating Will in the media and making him look weak in front of the world. Now, that was bad enough, but it has gotten worse in the past couple of weeks because Jada has been on a press tour to promote her memoir, which is titled Worthy. So she has been doing a lot of interviews, gone on podcasts, and all that stuff that celebs do whenever they've got a major release coming out. Well, to say that Jada has been spilling a lot of tea would be an understatement because she has been going on and on about her marriage with Will and her friendship with the late rapper Tupac. Obviously, the first thing that really surprised us was when she revealed that she and Will have actually been separated for about 7 years now.
In 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. Yes. It was not a divorce on paper, right, but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now, yes, y'all have been apart.
Yeah. 7 years is a very long time for them to hide a separation, but it gets more interesting when we realize that they were living as a married couple in front of the cameras. They used to attend industry events together, walk red carpets, and all that stuff. I mean, Will even slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars last year over his joke about Jada's alopecia.
And two, can't wait to see it. All right, Richard? Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Her revelations about their separation led to fans talking about how messed up their marriage or their arrangement is, and it only got worse when she started talking about her friendship with Tupac. For example, she called Tupac her soulmate, talking about how there will never be another man like Tupac.
Our children can be our soulmates. I think this kind of romanticized idea of like a soulmate, you know, there's all kinds of definitions of soulmate. Yeah. But yeah, you know, definitely. I don't think if there is such a thing as past lives, I definitely think Pac and I have traveled a few together.
But she also didn't stop there because she then revealed that Tupac had proposed to her when he was in prison at Rikers back in 1995 or so.
He asked me to get married. He was at Rikers. He needed a rock. He needed, because of our friendship and because of everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation.
And not just that, Miss Girl also revealed that Tupac was suffering from alopecia. Now, I get it. You want to talk about your friendship with him? No one is stopping you. But revealing private details like this about a man that has been dead for decades, like, let him rest. At this point, it's tiring.
I am tired.
Anyways, it was at this point that people started bringing up the topic all over again about how Jada was the villain. Not only did fans drag her for talking about Tupac, but they also brought up the whole August Alsina thing and how Jada cheated on Will only for him to almost ruin his career at the Oscars. Well, it looks like Jada is sick and tired of having fans point fingers at her like she's the only one who has done things in the marriage, because she just exposed Will for having affairs with other women as well. And not only did he have affairs, but his affairs were with married women, which is way wilder than we would expect. In one interview, she slammed fans who kept dragging her for her entanglement and blaming her for Will's perceived downfall. She said, "It was easy to spin the story of how the perfect Hollywood megastar had fallen to his demise because of his imperfect wife. Blaming the woman is nothing new. I had to think about the narrative out there of me as the adulterous wife who had now driven her husband to madness with the command of one look." But she didn't stop there because Jada is mad and she is letting fans fans know. Now, if y'all have been following the Smith family drama, then you probably would be surprised that Will has also had more than his fair share of affairs, because he has pretty much admitted to this several times over the years. For example, in an interview, he hinted that he and Jada were in an open marriage when he said, "We have given each other trust and freedom, with the belief that everybody has to find their own way, and marriage for us can't be a prison. I don't suggest our road for anybody. I don't suggest this road for anybody. But the experiences, that the freedoms that we've given one another, and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love." And there's also the time he went on GQ where he admitted that he has a fantasy of having multiple women at the same time. He said, "I don't know where I saw it or some stuff as a teenager, but the idea of traveling with 20 women that I loved and took care of and all that, it seemed like a really great idea." He also admitted that he wanted Halle Berry and Misty Copeland to be a part of his harem of women. According to Jada, Will has had way more affairs than she has, even with married women. Even though she didn't name any names, she also claimed that the only reason Will has gotten away with this so far is that he has been more careful. And there are even reports that he makes his side pieces sign NDAs that come with heavy consequences. Now, do y'all remember that a couple of years back, there were reports that Will Smith was having an affair with Margot Robbie? It all started when these pics of Margot and Will started going viral. Well, allegedly, they got super close while filming their movie Focus, and every day after wrap-up, they would run to Will's trailer and the two of them would hang out for hours. And that's just one story that got out. Well, some people have started seeing things from Jada's perspective, and they said, Will Smith is not this innocent victim that you guys desperately want him to be. Will Smith is not a violent victim. In fact, he was the first one to even speak about their open marriage. He has had multiple partners while married and has written about all of that. And I'll never see Will Smith as a victim in this marriage. I'm not an idiot who thinks he's sitting at home crying himself to sleep every night waiting for Jada. He just moves less sloppy than his wife with his dating side mission. So do you guys believe that Will is equally guilty, or do you think that Jada is just trying to clean up her image? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.